Hey guys, this is Dan Seifer from mobileburn.com, and what we're taking a look at today is the brand new EVO 3D coming out for Sprint, built by HTC. This is the first 3D device to hit Sprint's 4G network, and it is a successor to last year's highly successful EVO 4G. So let's take a look at it. You got your basic box here. It's got nice embossed lettering on the front here, and you got the standard Android icons embossed right there. Sliding out, you can see you've got the phone itself. Pop this guy on here. There we go, got that loading up. So taking a look at the accessories real quick. Underneath the cardboard insert for the phone, you've got Get Started Guide from Sprint, a couple of instruction manuals, warranty information, stuff like that. And then you've got your USB plug, charger plug, that has a USB port, and the USB cable that goes along with that. Plugs into the brick here, into the wall like standard, and a micro USB end there. Other than that, there's no other accessories included. It's pretty Spartan. There's no headphones or anything like that with this one. So now we've got the EVO 3D powered up. Let's take a look at the hardware here. You've got a 4.3-inch LCD display. It's a QHD resolution, so you've got 540 by 960 pixels of resolution, very high resolution screen. Your standard 4 capacitive buttons are at the bottom for home, menu, back, and search. Up top, you can see we've got a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera, standard speaker grill, and underneath here is a indicator light. Looking at the side of the phone itself, you can see you've got a really large camera button here, dual stage camera button. So you press it halfway down, it will autofocus, and press all the way down and it will take the picture. Very nice to see that. Next to that, you've got this toggle switch here, which will actually switch between the 2D and 3D modes on the camera. Over here, we've got volume up and down rockers. On top of the phone, you've got your power sleep unlock switch and a 3.5mm headphone jack. And it looks to be like a noise-canceling microphone port there. On the other side, not too much. You got your standard micro USB charging sync jack right there. And then on the bottom, again, not much. Just got a microphone port. Taking a look at the back of the phone, and you can see we've got the dual cameras here for the 3D capabilities. These are dual 5 megapixel units. When recording 3D video, they're capable of recording in 720p resolution. If you're doing 2D video, you can go all the way up to 1080p resolution. In the middle, you can see you've got your flash there, but obviously that's the main centerpiece of the back. The rest of the back is covered in this kind of textured diagonal pattern you can see here. That's actually feels pretty nice. It looks kind of funny, but it provides a nice solid feel in the hand when you're holding it without making it too slippery. Speaking of in the hand, the EVO 3D is actually a little bit smaller physically than the EVO 4G was, so it's a little bit easier to hold in the hand. It definitely has some weight to it. It's about 170 grams, so it's not one of the lightest phones on the market. Certainly is quite a bit heavier than many of the Samsung models that we've seen recently that are almost featherweights. And it's about 12.3 millimeters thick, or 12 millimeters thick, excuse me. So it's a little bit thinner than the EVO, originally EVO 4G, but not quite as thin as some of the other phones on the market. Let's see if we can get the back cover open here. Requires a fair amount of effort, as you can see. Oh, and it went flying. There you go. So taking a look at once we got the back cover off, we've got your battery here. It's a rather large unit. This is one of the biggest ones that I've seen HTC provide. It's a 1730 milliamp hour battery, so pretty big battery in there. Then you've got your 8 gigabyte micro SD card preloaded. The micro SD slot will support up to 32 gigabytes, but you get an 8 gigabyte card out of the box. Built in, the EVO 3D has about 4 gigabytes of internal memory. However, once you've loaded all of the OS and HTC's customizations and apps on there, there's about a gig, 1.2 gigs available to the user for applications and such. Alright, so now that we've got the EVO 3D turned on and set up with a couple of accounts, we can give you an idea of what the software is like on the device. So starting off from the lock screen here, you can see this has got HTC's new Sense 3.0 lock screen system. So it's got an animated display here. Right now it's set to the weather by default, and then you've got your lock ring here that you can lift up from the bottom to unlock the screen, or you can drag any one of these shortcuts into the lock ring to directly open the particular application there. These are actually all customizable as well, so you can have different applications there that you might use more frequently than others. So that's a nice thing to see, that you can change those shortcuts that are on the lock screen there. So opening the lock screen here takes us to our main desktop or home screen here, and you can see the flipping animations and such. HTC has gone a lot through great lengths to prettyify Sense 3.0 and give it a lot of visual flair. As you can see, when we're changing home screens here, you've got this kind of almost 3D type of panning effect between the home screens. You can pinch to zoom in, and if you do it slowly enough, you can see the home screen's flipping in and out with nice little animation and effects. Just nice little touches there. As far as the home screens go, you got 7 to play with. You can scroll through them indefinitely, like so, the latest version of Sense, but there are 7 in total. This is running Android 2.3 Gingerbread. It's 2.3.3, so it's not quite the full 2.3.4, but it is 2.3. And it's got, like I said, HTC Sense 3.0 on here. It's powered by a 1.2 gigahertz dual-core Snapdragon processor, which, as you can see, is quite fast when panning through different home screens and stuff like that. Very quick and easy to pan through such things and to do things. At the bottom, you've got your menu key, or application key, excuse me, phone dialer key, and then your personalized key there. Hitting the menu grid takes us to the new app launcher that's available with Sense 3.0. So you can scroll through all the apps together at once, and it is paginated, as you can see. It makes stops part way. Then at the bottom, you can access frequently used applications, as well as any applications that you might have downloaded to the device. Taking a look at some of the widgets that HTC has preloaded on the EVO 3D here, you've got your favorites widget here. You can scroll through favorite contacts that you might have. Then you also have an agenda widget, which will pull in various information from your calendars that you're syncing, and it's scrollable here. As you notice, the widgets are a little bit slow to load as well, so it's kind of surprising there how long they take to load up. Here's a bookmarks widget. And then this is a friend stream widget, which is HTC's built-in social networking widget that you can access your Facebook and Twitter feeds here and browse through those. And then you've got a music widget here, so you can play music and control that right from one of the home screens. Taking a look at the browser, you can see how that performs. It's got a modified HTC version of the browser that comes with Android 2.3. Here in this area, we don't have a 4G connection available to us. There's no WiMAX coverage here, and the 3G coverage is pretty weak from Sprint. So we're connected to a Wi-Fi network right now. But as you can see, it loaded up our web page here, and you can pinch to zoom pretty well. It has no issues there. Zooming in quickly and easily. You can also double tap to zoom in and out, and it will zoom in on the text there. And as you can see, it works in landscape as well. It does support Flash. As you can see, some of our Flash ads are loading there. So that is built into the browser. Taking a look at the email options that are available on the EVO 3D, HTC has its Sense email client here, which is one of the better email clients that we've seen on many Android devices. It supports various different email accounts, and it's very easy to set up. It also has formatted text, as you can see there. Pinch to zoom works as well. So a very slick email client. Also, of course, is built in the Android Gmail client, which is definitely one of the better experiences for Gmail on a mobile device.